Okay. Should be able to hear things now. Maybe? Why is there a thing in the middle of my screen? I have to sneeze really bad. Okay. Here we go. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go crazy. Just kidding. I sneezed. And that's why I muted my microphone. But thank you for letting me know because I wouldn't have known otherwise. Alright. Yeah, no, it's plugged in. Hi! Sorry. That's what I get for trying to not sneeze and stuff. Okay, let's see if there is sound. Okay, here is a nice warning. Don't play slash watch. Watch. Yeah, words. Hang on. This is just looking really funky. I'm trying to get as much of the screen as possible without making it like this weird awkward thing. I'm gonna have to turn off the notification thingies. Oh well. Alright. Oh, thank you. I can hear nothing if there's noise. Is there noise coming from the game? No. Maybe. Let me check the settings really quickly. This. Sound blaster. Okay. Hopefully that will work. Okay. I just want to be sure, so I'm just gonna unmute myself for a sec. Is that working for everybody? How is the microphone sound? I have no idea how it sounds other than... I have heard very little about this game. I've only watched the very beginning of it. So, yeah. I'm not super familiar with it. I'm really excited, though, because apparently it's pretty insane. So... Oh, good. Awesome. All right. On we go. I'm assuming that there is just no sound right now, so we'll see. All right, by playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age, and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. I concur. I've got up to the point where the character does spoilers, and I quit after that because I wasn't doing well to handle it at the time. Oh no. I don't hear anything either. Oh, never mind. Just kidding. Just scared the crap out of me. Oh my gosh. Okay. Did you all hear that? Yeah, I'm assuming so. Let's go. Wow, this is loud. But it sounds like Legend of Zelda? Oh my gosh. Is this loud or is this good for you guys? Because I should probably take that side off. Or maybe this side would be better. That way at least I'm mostly hearing this. Let's listen. I can't tell. It's very quiet. Okay, I'll just turn down my music on my side. That should still be good for you guys, right? What the heck are you doing? What are you doing, Fritz? I'm kind of worried about my dogs. I can't see them. Alright, well I'm just going to keep going because I think I should have good... Oh gosh, my face itches now. Don't touch cats if you're allergic to them. I could do full screen. Oh shit. Shoot. Kumi. Okay, skip after. No. All right, here we go. I'm assuming that this is like girls, right? So I don't want to be like this awkward person who puts in my own name. So what name should I put in? I'm not sure what to choose. Suggestions. If I could create a poll like instantly, if I could create a poll instantly, I would. Actually, I think I'm gonna not do. I don't want to do full screen anymore. I changed my mind. How do I do a poll? For Sugarmablurg? For Schmurgablurg. Okay. Aw. For Shublurg. For Shublurg. Okay. I will definitely be pulling that brack up. Hang on, let me let Maeve in real fast. What's up, baby? Oh my gosh. Okay. You want to see Maeve now? Look how big she is. She's so big. Anyway. Here we go. This hair is driving me crazy. Aw, thanks. Okay. But yeah, seriously, I'm going to start that blog up pretty soon. I just have to finish up these classes and then I'll be done. And I can do whatever I want. Okay. Oops. I didn't read that. Hey! I guess I'm going to have to read these. My shirt is like itching. Well, that's a weird way to put that. It's itching. Anyway. I'm just going to do my normal voice for the person that I am, and then I'll just try and pretend that I actually know what I'm doing for the rest. I think that's fair. Pets. Okay. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance. It is so hard to think and listen to this music at the same time. Okay, now I can actually hear myself. Bump the game up a little. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was going to change that. Window. Does this change it? Let's see. That should be good, I think. I think that should be good. Return. Let me know if that doesn't fit. Yeah, it does. Okay. I see an annoying girl running towards me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Like, long? Hey, Coke. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori, that's going to drive me insane. Sayori catch up to me. I want to say Sayuri so bad. Okay, I am not going to do the voices for this chick. Maybe I will. I don't know what to do. I'd have to like write it down so I didn't forget what voices I gave them. Coke. All right. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe only because I just. Oh, I'm getting so confused. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. My voice is so annoying. That's mean for sure. Furshablurg. That's right, I forgot. Furshablurg. Uh-oh, Maeve ran off with something. 1 second, guys. Are you Jim? Wait, what? Do you do voices for different characters though? I haven't decided yet, but I probably will because I already started a little bit. I'm gonna try and not be super annoying, but we'll see. I don't do very many different girl voices, so we're going over a lab, so I'll be absent for a short bit. Okay, no worries. Hi, sweetie. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. I'm just gonna give her the most annoying voice ever. So, I'm really sorry that you have to listen to it. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, for Furshablurg, keep wanting to say for Furshablurg. Dale is the guy who does all the Harry Potter. Oh! I'm definitely not as good as that guy. As awesome as that would be. Let's see. She also does the actions. Eye roll, head tilt, hand motion on times. Oh. I try. Okay. By the way, for Sugarblurg, have you decided to join a, okay, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested. Oops, backwards. Okay, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Eh? That's not true. You told me that you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations about where I conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry about a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content. Wrong content. I'm content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. Whatever. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Okay, I may be stupid. What the frick is a NEET? You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if that makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? The dialogue is so weird. When are you gonna play? Yeah. Oh, it's banned? We'll see. We'll see if I ever play that. Ouch. Oh, without adult ratings. You'd just have to have adult, an adult only rating or whatever. Oh my. That sounds intense. Alright. Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let my get selfed? Wow, I can't speak or read. It's a good day. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. Next scene. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over, but it's over before I know it. Oh gosh, that scared me. I thought that was my cat. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivations. It's a word. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come in the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you'd need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, that you'd come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to join your club, or whatever he said. Meanie? Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be she thought it would be fun to help a new club. Hi, Nightwolf. Let's see. The force is making those. Oh. Weird. Oh. That's not good. It has been a while. Let's see. New club. That's right. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm gonna Kumi? Doing good. My Thanksgiving was great. Just relaxed the entire day. We had KFC because I was too lazy to make food. I heard the bork. Oh, I get it. I had to say it out loud to understand what you were saying. That's sad. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this. I really feel like you should... no! Sorry, Maeve is getting under my desk. I feel like you really should know if someone's an airhead or if they're cunning. Most airheads aren't very cunning. Anyway, I'll just sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go! Because that's weird. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone! The new member's here! I told you, don't call me... Oh, oops, my bad. Wrong voice. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Oh, man. What kind of voice should I do for this person? Welcome to the literature club. Frickin' dog. Kumi! No. Hi, Maeve. Kumi, stop it. No. 1 second. Come on, sweetheart. I don't want to roll over your tail. Come on, baby. Come on. Okay. Activating look mode. Okay. I know, we miss you too. Okay. I don't remember what voice I did for it. Kumi, stop it. Come. Come. Hi, Maeve. Hi, Kumi. Good girls. Alright. Hopefully that stops them. Anyway. Okay. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Oh, man. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. I'm running out of voices. I don't know that many. Let's see. Well, I know it's been a while, but did you get a new place? Oh, but did you... I actually just moved into my room, a different room. So this is going to be my streaming / insert thing here room. Ah, Fursugablurg. There we go. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escaped me in this situation. This club... Sorry, she bit my foot. Is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? if you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the super sour, with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. I can't speak. I'm really sorry. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that, you can just ignore her when she gets moody, Sayori says quietly into my ear and then turns back to the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. No, Maeve. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have had a hard time. No, Maeve. Hang on, sorry guys, I gotta stop her from getting over here. Have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Fischerblurg. Monika smiles sweetly. Nobody does that. Okay. No. Ugh. No, get down. Down. Hey. Down. Down. Please. Down. You are just so freaking cute. Maeve. Down. Down. Come on. Oh my gosh, guys. I don't know how I live with such an adorable dog. Come here, babe. She's killing me. Alright, come on. Up, down. There's a good girl. Okay. We do know each other well. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. My mouse is dead. Just kidding. Monika was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Oh, baby. What do you want? It's over there. Hang on, I'm gonna give him a bone so that they'll calm down. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on. Hang on, my shirt's all crooked. Okay. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me genuinely makes me feel a little... You too, Monika. Come sit down, Fischerblurg. I don't know if I'm not going to be able to laugh every single time I say that name. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Oh, I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As I already mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. He said or, right? Hi, how are you? Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ah! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray and to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first one, then Monika. I follow. Sorry, I think that I see tail wagging and it just makes me paranoid. Because I don't want her on that side of my room. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her... Oh. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and already has managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? What? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sayori said... Well, maybe. But not for you, you know, you dummy. Alright, alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. See, this, like, that good dialogue is just so weird for me. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monika, I'm surprised. Okay, I'm just kidding. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I'd personally enjoy and make it something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika's really a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Guys. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature, said no one ever. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard just to find these three. Maybe that's where they're also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still really don't know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So for Sugarblurg, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga, I mutter quietly to myself, half-jokingly. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yudi's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yudi? That's really difficult to say. Well, let's see. Yudi traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Yeah. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yudi goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Dialogue. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I was about to say humor. Definitely not humor. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp for something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yudi might as well have a conversation with the rock. Be having a conversation with the rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yudi. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You have to... Hang on one second, guys. Hola. With what? Okay, I'm really sorry, guys. I had to help my sister. But I am back. Oh, that's weird. That's not what I wanted to go to. There we go. Okay. Nice. I forgot that the games were going on. Woohoo! Party time. Okay, now we can actually get back to it. Hopefully I'll remember the voices after insert how long we've been here. Okay, I'm gonna try and get through this as quickly as possible because I'd like to finish this tonight so I don't forget all the voices. We'll see. There's no voices. Yeah. Yeah, I was talking to my sister. Yay! I'm glad. Okay. You left a piece of paper. Oopsies. A piece of scrap paper behind last meeting. Boom. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give it back! Fine, fine. It's really loud and I can't hear myself again. Okay. Your cupcakes, your poems. Oh my gosh. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up between Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I am not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, sometimes. I guess sometimes. Oops. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have any writing experience too, Yuri? I said that weird. Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel more comfortable to share hers. I guess that's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Merniker. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everybody is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think that it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Fursha Blurg? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Aw, hugs for you, Ash. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back in the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All fur girls stared back at me with dejected ears. But I'm sorry, I thought... Fursha Blurg? You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make these clear-headed decisions when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' lights light up. Eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just come for the cupcakes, just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring the to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Verschablurg, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Say, Verschablurg, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to go closer to one of these girls. Oh my gosh. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick the words you think. I don't care. Blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna pick the most ridiculous words. Okay. Ribbon, Papa, uncanny, skipping, sparkle, lazy, awesome, rain, cloud, vivid, ocean, bliss, calm, giggle, sunny, awesome. After image, what the? Philosophy, unrestrained, family, lollipop, sticky, heart, pink, heartbeat, anger. Broken, contamination, misfortune, raindrops, kawaii, that's gonna piss me off. Memories, tears, strawberry, depression, hurt, contamination. Spinning adventure, hopeless grief, frightening, incapable, suicide, wrath, nature, what the frick? Anxiety, shopping, universe, extreme, desire, whistle, secretive. Graveyard. Comfort, holiday, marshmallow, flour, sugar, milk, ooh, disoriented. Blanket, candy, scars, melody, puppy, ooh, puppies. Fireflies. Infallible. Hi, Sans. Sorry, something is going on. Hang on one sec. What are you doing, sweetheart? What's up? You need some water? I was like, I'm missing something. What am I missing? Okay. Crimson Hope Trash. Ooh, Scarscape. What is that called? Spoonerism? It's like a non-stop spoonerism. Mouthful. Whateverness. Okay. Nightgown Sensation. Hop. Fear. Vertigo. Agonizing. Parfait. Doki Doki. We're gonna go with Doki Doki. This is the only one I accept. Okay. Chocolate, for sure. Vibrant, atone, dark, entropy. Climax. Vivacious. Yeah. Hi again, for Sugarblurg. I mean, for Sugarblurg. Dang it. I can't even freaking laugh every single time. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Vershablurg. I hope this isn't too overwhelming
Of a commitment for you.
making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here to hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Puni Puni? What? Entropy. I know it means chaos, but I just love how it sounds. Entropy. I also love synergy. I know exactly, just how exciting, just how exciting it sounds. Synergy. What? Yes!
Don't worry, guys. Vershablurg always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is messy and it's distracting. Ugh. Hair in my mouth. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so?
You two are really good. Oh, oopsies, my bad. It's wrong voice.
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Vershablurg... Oh, how come you and Vershablurg can be good friends too? Sayori?
As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh, Yudi, I brought you something,
Okay.
Yudi even brought you something today, you know? Oh, wait, Sayori.
Me?
Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yudi. I wasn't thinking.
Oh my goodness. I feel like I have to sneeze. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It makes me feel happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
All right. Well, here.
Yudi reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I don't want you to feel left out.
Oh, I didn't want you to feel left out.
So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yudi, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Well, you can read it at your own place.
Pace.
I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yudi's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? You just got a book, you dumb butt. I guess I could always read some of the book Yudi gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica.
We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though.
Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about.
The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual, but it's not like that at all, you know? We just need to find a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. Eh? What do you mean? Even if we come up with with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So, it's more important that we figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? Oh, babies are sleeping. And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayoti's taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Ah, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right! Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori, is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected risen. Guys, it's a resin. Aw, thanks. Oh, my bad. Sorry, Sans. Synergy. There we go. I feel like I'm missing something. Nope. Okay. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. I open my eyes to see Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fell out of my chair. I must have accidentally chosen her. I wasn't really caring in the first place, but anyway. Sorry. Wait! Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in your club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. Go. I clicked on it 3 times. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Oh, come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around the shelf. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair, it's sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair's just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. Oh, I won't fall for that. My bad, wrong voice. There's more than just your hair. Look, your brow isn't... Oh, but I was like, brow? You talking about her eyebrows? What's wrong with you? Your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Rude. Hey, you meanie. You don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori.
Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet?
Eh? That's super mean.
Sorry, but you'll thank me later. What the frick is wrong with you, man? I start to button the blazer up from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Shots fired. There's something wrong with this guy.
This is so funny.
What is? This angle, everything about it.
Well, I was just thinking how weird it is that I have a friend who does these kinds of things.
Eh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid.
It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you?
I guess.
Hey, be careful. The button might come off.
Why is this one so hard to close? I struggled to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly?
It did when I bought it.
If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about?
It means my boobs got bigger again.
Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... Why does it feel strange to see Sayoti's blazer buttoned up like that?
But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all.
Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more.
Button it back up, Furshblurg.
I only got 5 hours of sleep, did 2 presentations, and read my homework in only 30 minutes. Only 30 minutes ago, and had to eat/drink since. What? I will trade for just staying up late. Wait, what? Totally realistic situation. Wait, what? Depending on the situations you grow up in, what not, it isn't out of the realm of possibility. Possibility, but it's unlikely. I'm confused.
Whew, that's so much better.
Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around.
So if I keep it unbuttoned when I won't get a boyfriend, right?
What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing?
Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you can take care of me much better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things.
Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
Only if you focus on going to bed earlier.
Fine. It's a deal. That's gonna piss me off.
I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning.
You're doing it again, Sayori.
Aw, but I was joking that time.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes.
Where the heck is my cat?
Okay, everyone. Monika suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote? Now.
Yay! Furshblurg, I can't wait to read yours.
Yeah, same. I haven't even read my own. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah? Let's see. Just say, will you go on a date with me, and we can skip the next 20 hours of this game. Apparently it's pretty weird, so we'll see what happens. I'm not sure what's going to happen. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much of an inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with?
I can't wait!
Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayoti's is on a wrinkled sheet of loosely torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers on a composition notebook. In a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? We'll just start at the top and work our way down. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend, after all. Weird? Okay, you have my attention. Yes. Apparently it gets weird. I've not seen it yet, so that's why I'm trying to hurry through it.
Oh my goodness! This is so good, Furshblurk!
Eh?
I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer.
Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little bit more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understood you better than a lot of other people, you know?
Sorry, I'm reading so oddly.
So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Furshblurk poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel like I can feel your feelings in it.
Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori.
I'm really happy that you just that you wrote one. It seems to remind me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the clubroom? Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Furshblurk. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, not something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motives here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah, and I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you'll read my two poem, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
Well, we'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me into bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. What? If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I always want breakfast. That sign is the best. I agree. Sayori. Oh, Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write like this?
No, just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel better. A little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It just came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This is so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
But next time, I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little... Oh, oopsies. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Grand. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school is like, or thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. Like, I like it when it's easy to read, but hits you hard. Not really sure what she was trying to accomplish with her current poem. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about the simple word, or about simple writing, is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for the rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. I did not pay attention at all. I'm gonna hit save. Just in case. Return. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Even though you... Okay, whatever. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I really didn't care how old everyone is. But if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. She's kind of a brat. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading it, though. Through it. Oops. Ah. So it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? So sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick out a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them, and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind.
I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri, wow, I'm really having a rough time today. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club?
Ghosts under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
What? I actually like that one the most.
I'm sorry to have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking about that at all.
But you took a long time to read.
Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
That's a relief.
I also like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, this story isn't about a ghost at all, Furshblurg.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon will be left with nothing.
That's a lot that's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. Sorry, this is bugging me. There. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really.
Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up these things. Oops, my bad. Whoopsies. My bad. Sorry, guys.
Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
So many options. Hi, Furshblurg. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, I want to share your poem with me. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Furshblurg. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would use. Would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are some similarities that you wouldn't expect. Like the way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. Oh, so I think that's the kind of vibe you get. Whatever. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayuri's writing has a kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? That's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little either. I'm sure you'll end up fudge. I'm sure I'll end up trying different for a lot too. I can't read. I'm sorry. What the frick was that pop up? I don't know. I'm not sure. You get points, I think. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? What? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. Dun dun dun. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. I'm sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. She sounds like a murderer. Is that the twist in this game? Is that she's a murderer? She tried to fight the sun, and she lost. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. If you force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up, just force yourself to something and tidy it up later. We're good. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Whew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language?
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem, to the bow, the one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy.
Ah, thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you just completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I wasn't trying to say something. I was trying to say something nice.
You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out that nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked somebody who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Furshablurg did too. So based on that, I'd gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come up with something that's particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet.
Ugh.
And Furshablurg liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh! Sorry, it was a little dramatic. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up. Hiccups as well. Let's see. That isn't the twist. This should be that she plans to do with the knife once it's in you. Oh my gosh. I'm looking forward to the story. No, please don't spoil it. I won't say anything, don't worry. How many poems have I written so far? In the game? 1. Send, you were here for... Were you here for the morning the front of the game? Ah, yes. Sorry, my hands are freezing. I'm gonna go turn up my heater really quick. 1 sec. Okay. Whew. Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Furshablurg appreciate... Oh, oopsies, my bad.
Maybe you're just jealous that Furshablurg appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
I'm having a hard time hearing myself. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Is everything okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Furshablurg started showing up.
Natsuki.
Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you.
I don't like you guys fighting, or fighting you guys.
Suddenly both girls turned towards me, as if they noticed I was standing there.
Furshablurg, she's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your own poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Furshablurg.
Oh, wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way we can convey our complex feelings and meanings in the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Furshablurg?
Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more likely of me. Who's gonna be? And it's gonna go like this. Oh, dang, I didn't click on it. Oh, shoot. I didn't want to do Natsuki. Natsuki. Let's see. If there weren't easy, there'd... Let's see. The literature club is full of cute girls. Will you write the way into their heart? This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. That is the description of the game on Steam. Yeah, that kind of stuff is what I expect from these types of games at this point. It's rare for these types of games to not have to linger. Wait, what? I'm sorry, words. So many readings, I can't think. Okay, Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words that I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori. Eh? Yeah. Everyone's fighting makes me... Oopsies. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Furshblurg. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her.
I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict.
Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being.
She would never. It's your immaturity that's making her upset in the first place.
Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Silence. Okay, that's one way to pick a thing. Words are hard. I am with simple poems and not making things overly over complex when they don't have to be. But there are often times you can write a single line and get about 10 pages of emotion from it. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I promise this to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. Why is there never an option? You're both idiots. Yeah.
Sayori. Oopsies.
Sayori.
Natsuki. Yuri. You guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words, and Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint a beautiful picture in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because... Oh, well... Also, Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful.
Awkward days for everyone. Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression.
I'll make some tea.
Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either.
Well, I guess that just means Sayori's amazing in her own ways, isn't she?
You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. What? I'm weirdly... Wait, what? Okay, I can't read that. Hey! How are you? I don't know if you know anything about this game, but apparently it has like this super weird twist, so that's why we're playing. Not because I'm generally playing these games. Okay. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. See her get herself hurt. Yeah, okay. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monika smiled sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. There we go. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright. Well, mostly.
Furshblurg, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. How long is this game? Doing well. Anyways, I thought it was funny. Yeah, it's quite great. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can do a little better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Fair Shablerk, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. Eh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Whew. You know, Furshablurg, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you, too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to this kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Dun dun dun. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue. Oh crap, I didn't read the last word. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Hi, Low Fat Diet. Nope, not a new mic. Actually, just a new setup for my mic. I just got an arm thingy, so I didn't have to keep moving it around and like sticking it places I didn't want to. And then I got this thingy so that I wouldn't be obnoxious or something. Okay. Alright, I'm still just gonna pick things I like. I think I'm gonna choose words that start with an M today. This has an M in it. M. 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 Marshmallow. M. 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 Oops, there's melancholy. Oopsies. Determination. Imagination. Marriage. Family. Oopsies, I accidentally clicked that one. Oops. Oh, I'm glad. I got this thingy. Thanks. I try very hard, you know. Okay. Smile. Music. Crimson. Blah, blah, blah. Another day passes and it's time for a meeting club already. Dang, this is taking forever. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna go as quickly as possible. Oh gosh, I thought it was like just at one. Okay. Return. I've gotten a little comfortable here over the days. Entering the classroom, and usual scene greets me. Hi, Furshablurg. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's pretty simple to get you. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, oh, wait. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. So Tifa, are you trying to pick one of the girls specifically, or are you just trying to be even with everyone? I'm actually not trying to pick up anybody. Well, everybody but Natsuki, because I find her to be overwhelmingly annoying, and it could be the voice that I'm giving her. I don't know. Not familiar with this game. Who is the best girl? Besides Tifa, of course. Aww. It's apparently a really weird game. So that's probably a difficult thing to describe. I've not seen what happens in it, so yeah. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks.
That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Why that all of a sudden?
No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it.
Ah.
Sayori nervously retrieves her purse. She fumbles with the latch to get it open, then turns upside down and lets the contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
Sorry, I got to rearrange how I'm sitting. My knees. It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have brought the snack before coming into the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan on conveniently forgetting that you spent all your money and that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option.
I give up. Don't make me feel so guilty. Or don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, it means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Oh, I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in a brook, as always.
Aha! I wasn't listening in or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Firshibler to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you.
Hang on, I'm going to lose my mind if I do not get rid of notifications. Okay.
There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution.
What? Oh. Okay, I was like, that's really bad grammar.
Retribution. Oh, retribution. That! Still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there?
Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori.
Pwap?
Gah! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
Ow! What was... a cookie?
Sure enough, it was a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution.
Retribution.
Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that was so nice of you. I'm so happy.
Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears the wrapper and takes a big bite.
So good.
Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth.
I bit my tongue.
You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Yours looks really good, Natsuki. Can I try it?
Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers.
But yours is chocolate.
Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one?
Fine. Still, I'm really happy you shared this one with me.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes
behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches over to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori sort of trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori... Natsuki glances around. Monika is in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. Huh. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? I can't breathe through my nose. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. There you are. My bad. Ooh. Awkward days. Cookie! I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing the piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monika. Monika looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay! That's so cool. That sounds... Oopsies, my bad. That sounds so cool. That sounds cool. Ugh. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Blurg. Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share it once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm not sure Natsuki will end up complaining about her anyway. It looks like everyone's already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back in her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Furshblurg! Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm going to get some supplies from another classroom. Want to come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival is coming up? Me and Monika were going to make some posters and stuff, so I need to find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monika, we'll be back soon. Are you going with Furshblurg to get... are you going with Furshblurg to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. Aw, but I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, Furshblurg? I feel like there's something going on with Monika. And I'm not sure if it's because I'm like overly suspicious because I know that something weird is gonna happen. Or what? I don't know. Anyway. Yep, let's go. Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallways. Honestly,
It feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey, Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you want to make it an event out of literature. Me and Monica planned it all out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're going to do a poetry performance. A performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone is going to take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. Ah, that sounds kind of dull. Furscheblurg, you're not thinking about it in the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems, it's about performing them. Like, you say the lines of a poem like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moments between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that. Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know? I know. I just meant that it's pretty an ordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say that, it's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun. Sayori spins herself around in the hallways again. Hey, Furscheblurg, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, eh? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this, but in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She is nothing but a big ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more, so going on adventures with Sayori brings out a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet, and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons! Sayori pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand, too. They're kind of dirty, though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box and reading the colored names. All right, that's one down. Don't get distracted. Don't get distracted. We still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. I dropped one by accident. Sorry, that scared me. Yeah! Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls on the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. Wow. You okay? My forehead. Sayori clutches her forehead. Geez, Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You'll have to move your hand, Sayori. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. Of course. How can you read what's on the crayons if they are, what are those called? Not on paper on them? What is it called? When it doesn't have paper on it? Anyway, I need to move my chair closer so I don't have to lean forward as much. Sayori releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow! Sorry. There's a huge red mark in the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell. I should find some ice. Furscheblurg? Where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. Come back and death everywhere. Grabbing people's waists is normal. Absolutely not. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than a drink, but I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. You're still sitting like that? Seriously? What's going on with her hand? Anyway. Yeah, that's just weird. She has one palm on her forehead, using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons into the box.
At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilt them.
Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice.
It's nice and cold.
Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot.
Sorry, I forgot.
Yeah, her hand is just awkward. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head.
It stings.
Just bear with it. It will be better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons. That's good.
Hey, Furshblurg. This kind of reminds me of growing up. Kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it?
Eh? What do you mean?
You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like, I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing up on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do the things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump, and I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quickly as you could. And you would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it wasn't really your fault at all, you know?
Did I really do that?
Yeah, you don't remember?
Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head.
Furshblurg.
Sorry.
I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people, even after all these years. You're rushing to help me even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart.
Don't call me that. And I don't really do these things all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even knew it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long.
Really? Maybe you're right. Furshblurg, I'm so glad nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever?
Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises, but well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up.
I'm so happy.
Sayori has whimsical expressions in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her in deep thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her.
I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know?
Good luck with that. She's going to see her forehead either way.
She has giant bangs in front of her face. Of course she's not going to see her forehead. Not if I hide it under my bangs.
Sayori hops to her feet.
Ah!
She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. What is this place? And who are these people? They're insane. There's no way you'd hurt yourself on your forehead from standing up so fast. Except if you had a headache. That's a different story.
Ooh.
Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we'll make it back to the classroom. Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was just about ready to start with sharing our poems. Sayori, your forehead. She's fine. Don't worry about it.
I was playing with the crayons and stuck my forehead into the shelf.
Well, anyway, were you able to find everything we needed?
Uh-huh. I have it right.
Sayori frantically glances around herself.
I forgot all the stuff.
Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper, too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work for Shablurg. Sayodi. I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayodi.
I made it an adventure.
Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight.
Me too. Itchy face and head.
Okay, everyone, are you ready to share your poems? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box was quietly closed, I returned to my seat. Who should I show my poem to first? We'll start at the bottom. Sorry. My leggings go like all the way up to my waist. And sometimes they just roll down. Hi again, Shablurg. How's the writing going? All right, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy you're applying yourself. Oh, that feels so much better. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Hang on, let me move this back. Ooh, okay. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. All right. Does anyone know how long this is? Because if it's going to be another like 5 hours, I definitely don't think I'm going to make it tonight. I'm way too tired. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then, too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, all right. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, and I hope you do too. All right, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless. Cacophony. I don't know how to read that. Of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, what? Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. What? An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. What? It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess this is the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how I use the space with your words can totally change the mood of the poem. Mood of the poem. Seriously though, if you guys know how long this is gonna last, I'd love it if you told me. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes me feel like they're going to speak all over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when it might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening.
Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Firscher Your skills are already improving.
Really? Thanks, Yudi. Coming from you, that means a lot.
It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire my fellow writers. You know, you're new to this, so don't worry much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. Oopsies, I turned it the wrong direction. No need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Oh, you don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise.
I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing.
I have, an example of that if you'd like to read it.
Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yudi nods and timidly hands me her poem.
The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed the strange tendencies of an unordinary human.
Oh, as an unordinary human. What?
I gave the raccoon a piece of bread. My subconscious is well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of cutting my knife.
What was the symptom?
The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its...
Sorry. I'm having a really hard time reading this thing. Breaking the fourth wall. Question. Does literature mean only poems and more poems? Because I thought it was reading and writing in general. If they're only doing poems, call it a poet club. But I shouldn't do that. At least 90% of my life at this point has been useless. And this, it's because that's the only way that they can... I don't even know. Words. It's a weird game. Okay. The very same light glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. Wait. Increments its face. Reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions into the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic. Is this saying a rush of blood as in, like, cutting the raccoon? I slice the bread and feed myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if this is my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotion through them. I don't get what it was about. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, oopsies. Oh wait, we're good. I think it's something that different people can relate in their own way. I wanted to express the way I feel for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things that I'm usually forced to keep quiet. I'm dying to know what the frick is going to happen. Playing Destiny 2 with Bob right now. I'm telling him he should watch too. We'll see. I'm seriously, I want to know how long this is. I'm tempted to look it up, but I don't want any spoilers.
So, I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Why do you keep them to yourself?
Because they're embarrassing. And people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that for Shablurk?
Well, yeah, I guess I do.
I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's just something, or even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener.
Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I really can't say it's any better either. Huh? Who what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical.
Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Aha, glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, let's keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday.
Something tells me Natsuki's completely missed the point.
Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayoti's poem from yesterday.
You think so?
Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around dead weight.
That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away, like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way.
Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, wiggly, what the frick? Hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute, sweet singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Oh my gosh, this is long. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. What the frick is wrong with her? Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Oh my gosh, how can anyone like spiders?
Yeah, I don't know. Your name's Tifa's character. Halfway. There, Tifa's now halfway. Oh, man! Ugh, dang. Okay, we'll go to the end of this one and then we'll call it a night. As much as I would really like to finish it, I don't think I'm going to get through. I'm just really tired. But I can play tomorrow night. It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think it was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I don't have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree with the subject of this poem is... anyone who would agree with the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's all about everyone. It's all about... What? It's about how everyone thinks my... That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that makes you afraid if people will find out, they'll make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Yeah. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and makes them happy? I think people really need to learn how to respect others for liking weird things. Huh, that's funny. Yudi wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yudi? Yeah? She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said it's something similar to you. That people should make others feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yudi's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yudi made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Wow. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure that she appreciates the message in your poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important. But I want to make sure people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow, so look forward to it. Verschiblurg, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything. But your poems are so good. Yesterday and this one too. Oh man, my throat. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so... Eh? No way! Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely one to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Wow, that's very straightforward. Stop thinking weird things, idiot. It just means that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems without thinking about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking. Let's not talk about that. So yeah. I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayoti's head. Hey! I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, Verschiblurg, will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it. Huh? Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? I broke my pencil. Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the piece she dropped. But being inattentive to her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry. It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down to pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm to help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Battles. I pop off. What the? Hi, Facery. How are you? I think she's ignoring you. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm really disturbed by this.
I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly.
Thank you for the follow. I can't see who you are quite yet, and my thing is way too small for me to actually read what your name is. But you're awesome anyway. It's nice to see you too. This game is very different. I'm really intrigued and I want to get to the end, but I just don't have time. Okay. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle's starlight that makes... What? To make amends. Okay. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. This sounds really disgusting. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time has elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. That's creepy. Finally, all done. I open up and in come my friends. They come in such a hurry. Did they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelves one after the other, holding them out to every friend and each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile of my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Interesting. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good. You should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little better. Writing is like magical. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get too ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it normally. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone can come and sit at the front of the room. Is this at the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. Sorry. Every time I think of the name, it just cracks me up. No, this is not normally a my kind of game. Well, it gets weird, to put simply. Words are hard. They are hard. What did you miss? You missed really weird poems. Like really weird. Warlock Masterclass. That's what you missed. I looked over for a second. You were reading something that you looked surprised at. No, it was really disturbing. He was like, I pop open my scalp. Yeah, really grossness. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? What the frick? Hang on a sec. Okay. I don't know what's going on. That's weird. Oh, really? Oh, gosh. So help me if I get another email or another text message that says nonsense, I'm gonna throw something up. Okay. We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on the posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't really tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry, I thought you heard about it yesterday. We're going to be performing. Performing?
Monika.
Everybody's so weird in this club. Yeah, we're going to be be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem and recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anybody wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who has been coloring a poster, holds it up for everyone to see. Are you kidding me, Monika? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think that's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that.
Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys!
No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and put on a good performance, my nose itches. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna text you some sense. No, it's just like, is this thing from an email address that just had a bunch of random letters? It was really weird. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. The more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about.
Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun.
That's right. That was a really weird way to say that. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share it with others? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri reminds Ramon Sealant. I get intimate with my literature. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. Oh, Coco. I think Sayori and Monika have been really trying hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Ugh. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get this over with. All right. Whew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else and inspect faces.
I guess I don't really have a choice.
Aha, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri.
This club is seriously going to be the death of me.
Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. Choose a poem of yours. Gosh dang it. I touched Coke and then I touched my eyes. We're going to be practicing and reciting them in front of each other. Oopsies. No way! Monika? Oh, Monika? This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poems in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers?
Oh no.
Don't worry. I'll start off with to help everyone feel a little more comfortable.
Can I go next?
Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself, then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica.
Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori?
I'll go next. Wah! Yuri's all fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quite quickly over to the podium. Hang on. Sounds like there's something here. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium.
This poem is called...
Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. Okay, I didn't even get to click on that. You can do it, Yuri, somebody says.
It's called Afterimage of a Crimson Eye.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns and a structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. It must be this rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her. She's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. Wow, I'm really having a hard time. I'm so tired. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were so caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. It looks like Yuri's down for the count.
Okay, I guess I'm next then.
Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one is called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori.
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily?
Try not to think of it as if you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way.
I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this poem on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said that she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew them through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori.
Even Verschablurg likes it.
I guess that's a
good sign.
What does that even mean? Idiot. It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery.
I don't really understand.
In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Hi, sweetheart. Maeve's tired. She wants to go to bed.
I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone.
Then next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know.
Okay.
Now, who's next? Natsuki? Okay, quackly. Gotta go for a minute. Okay. Bye. Okay.
Don't make me go before Verschablurg.
It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well go let first lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it, rude. Natsuki? It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get this over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with whatever I wrote for today. I stand up and stand in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time. Yeah, maybe. All right then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little enthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style and works surprisingly well, even spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Oh, well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite the poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put whatever face I want. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so. Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I don't want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica. What the frick? Why is he so, hung up on Monica? She's clearly creepy, given the voice I gave her. Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Firshabler. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. Hi, Maeve. Hi, sweet. You are such a sweetheart. I walk Sayori home once more. Oh, with whatever. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Maeve, come here, baby. Maeve. Come here. Come here, sweetie. Come here. Yes. Oh, come on. Oh, right headphones. Oh. Hey, Sayori.
Sorry, I was spacing out.
No wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. Like, how we get to...
Sayori fumbles with her words.
So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well,
I would still walk home with Sayori. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri?
but she's so beautiful and smart.
Jeez, I already see her in club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you.
You're so silly. Blurk. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri wouldn't deserve it, or would deserve it if she wanted it, so...
Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes.
Sorry.
Besides, what's the point of speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. This is kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care about so much, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, this festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Dun dun dun! Alright, let's do this one and then we'll call it a night. Hi, my sweetheart. Hello, my sweet baby. Alright, I'm gonna save it really quick. Save! Yes, please. Alright. Sugar. We're gonna go with sweet things. Kitty. Firefly, contamination, promise. Beauty. No, dazzle will probably be the best one. Valentine. Puppy. Childhood. Strawberry. Yum. Summer. Doki Doki. Bunny. Skirt. Portrait. Vertigo. Adventure. Just is like, screw it, I'm gonna go through. Alrighty. I know. I did that for so much. Tommy. She's tired. She's ready for bed. No, you can't bite that. You can't bite that, babe. Alright. Saving. Here. And then... Alright. We're gonna call it a night tonight, guys. Thank you for coming by. Oh my gosh, I thought I closed this stream already on accident. Thank you for coming by and being amazing. It has been so much fun. Even though this game is insanely weird and I have absolutely no idea what's going on half the time. But it's been great. So, I will come back and we'll play it tomorrow. I don't know exactly what time, probably later because I've got a date. So, hi. I just love this girl. I just love this girl. Anyway, so it will be later in the afternoon. Yeah. Not afternoon. Later in the evening. But I definitely want to finish it tomorrow since I don't have work on Saturday. We will do that and then I can stay up as late as my heart desires. So, ouchie. I bit my hand off. Hi. Hi, sweetheart. I just love this girl. Anyway, good night, guys. I hope you have a fantastic night. I will see you next time. Oh, no, you're totally fine, Ash. No worries. I will hopefully be able to finish it and see what the crap everyone's been talking about with this game. I'm really excited because I've got so many, like, I'm speculating so many different things. I'm like, okay, is it like they're all mass murderers? Is this all in my head? Am I just an insane person? Is what they're writing just like complete insanity or something that like they're actually, I don't know. Anyway, so I'm excited. It'll be great and we will find out tomorrow. Yes. Anyway, bye guys. Woo. She jumped off my lap. Oh baby. Anyway, bye.